Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Zodiac Bandit, and today we do have an update video for you guys about the channel, just a channel update, stuff like that. To get this right out of the way, no, I am not quitting YouTube or anything like that. I know a little while ago I made a comment about how Campaign 4 is beginning to look sort of killing off motivation. That was frustration in the moment, not a real thing to worry about. Not quitting anytime soon. But today I do have an update for you guys, and I'm going to go over what's changing first before I talk about the why things are changing. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing that's changing is going to be some scheduling stuff. So for the last, 3 years, I've always uploaded videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, doing 2 videos a week. And I've always made sure they're uploaded by 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the time zone I live in. So I've always done that. I've always put that sort of self-mandatory goal that I had to reach, that a video has to be done on those days and that a video has to be up by that time on those days. So now I'm changing that a little bit. So Tuesdays are going to stay the same. I'm still going to make sure that videos are uploaded on Tuesday, and I'm going to aim for that 2:30 still, but I'm not going to break my back trying to get, break my back. Not that I'm doing anything physical, but I'm not going to, do whatever I can to make sure that time goal is reached. So it'll come out basically whenever it's done. If it is done after the 2:30, if it's done before, I'm still going to make sure it's uploaded and scheduled for the 2:30 time period. So Tuesdays realistically shouldn't change all that much. Sometimes the video might come out a little bit later than expected, but Tuesdays for the most part I'm going to stay the same. It's the Friday videos that are going to be seeing the biggest amount of change as far as I'm concerned, which is that I'm still going to aim for that Friday at 2:30 goal to try to get videos out, whether it be Fridays are normally recap videos anyway. So that is a goal. I'm still going to try to sort of hit that 2:30 recap thing if possible. It might not be possible, but if it's not possible, there's a possibility that it also just comes out on Saturday the next day. So I'm going to sort of change the Friday video to be either a Friday or Saturday video as opposed to just being a Friday thing. So realistically, moving forward, now that this change might not be seen right away, it'll probably for the next little while still be Friday at 2:30 because I'll be able to do that. But eventually it will change to potentially videos going out either anytime on Friday after 2:30 or anytime on Saturday. So realistically, that change is coming. Not sure when it'll start exactly, but to reiterate, Tuesday videos probably still going to be okay for 2:30, but there's a chance it's not. And then Friday videos are now going to become either Friday or Saturday videos, depending on things, depending on, if I can do it or not. Also, sometimes if, I don't have a video in mind or don't have any ideas up, maybe there's going to be a Tuesday or Friday where a video doesn't come out at all. That's a possibility. Likely won't happen, but there's a chance it won't happen. So just putting that out into the universe that maybe sometimes a day will come up where a video should be there and there isn't one. Also, if I go on vacation, I probably won't be putting stuff out there. I've did many times where I've gone to go see family or to go on vacation or whatever, and I've still brought my mic and my laptop to make sure a video came out. But I think moving forward, I'm going to try to not do that so I can just have a vacation. I don't think I've had a vacation in 5 years where I haven't done something specific for it like that. You know what I'm saying? 3 years specifically for making sure that YouTube videos get made and stuff like that. And I kind of want to not have to do that for future vacations. I want to actually vacation, not worry about being creative or making a video or editing, stuff like that. And eventually down the line as well, it's not going to happen right away. I am also going to have to schedule or refigure out a streaming schedule. Right now it's Monday, Wednesday, and Sundays every week. That might change. It might be reduced down to only, Sunday, Monday. It might only be Sunday, Wednesday. It might only be Sunday. It might only be Wednesday. It might only be Monday. There's a chance at some point down the line that I have to reschedule or refigure out a streaming schedule for those of you who like and enjoy the streams. So eventually that is going to happen. There's going to be restructured as well. Not sure when, but it will. And then the last major change I'm going to be talking about before we get into the why things are going to be changing. So for me personally, over the last couple of months, with there being a lack of Critical Role, content coming out, there's no campaigns currently or anything like that. I've been trying to make videos that sort of keep up with the most relevant thing that's happening at the time. So this has bored me to absolute death. I personally don't really like news and stuff and like that is fine, but like trying to come up with like relevant topics for every week has been a pain in the ass. Luckily, there's been like, Age of Umbra stuff that has been really interesting and like fun to talk about, and I was able to make videos about that because it almost felt like a regular campaign setting and stuff like that. So I was able to make videos about all that stuff. But then, in these blank periods of time where there's none of that, right? Where the only things we had to watch were the tag team episodes, and then I had to come up with other random stuff to talk about, has been difficult. And I normally try to make videos that are like relevant to the week that things are coming out. And for me, that has sort of lost its luster. I don't really like care to like struggle to make a video or anything like that. I have a bunch of video ideas that I just don't think people are going to watch, but I'd rather make those. So from now on, I'm just going to make those as opposed to talk about shit that I don't really care about talking about. Like there's this whole thing going on about like how they made some sort of cipher thing come out on the Discord, like the Beacon Discord, and I'm showing it to you guys now on screen. I couldn't care less about that, and I'm sure some people are shocked to like see me not talk about it because it is pretty big in the fandom right now to like talk about whatever the hell this thing is. To me, it just looks like a crossword puzzle or whatever the fuck those things are called, just like a word puzzle, and the only thing that I can see on it is the word great. So whatever that's supposed to mean, who knows. Personally, I would rather make videos like rankings videos talking about like character stuff from like the older campaigns 1 all the way through to 3. I would rather talk about like theory videos and stuff, even though it's not relevant at all right now. I would much rather make videos like that because they excite me more. I have a list of videos that I just haven't found the room to like make yet. And realistically, we've had no campaign going on. Now is the time I should be making those videos. So like lists of my favorite moments stuff for different categories and stuff like that. I'm going to make more of those. Like my favorite boss fights is something that I've been working on for a while, but I just haven't found the time where that's been relevant to talk about. So that's coming out soon. Hopefully I can get that put together soon. I want to talk about like ranking the mini series, like which mini series was the best and what order would I put them in, mini series moments and stuff like that, or EXU moments or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I would much rather make those types of videos than try to like reach out to something every week that's not there. And that's what I have been doing lately. And personally, it's a little boring to me. So from now on, I'm just going to make videos that I want to make. And if they're not relevant to whatever, I don't care. For a while I've been focused on getting views. Frankly, I don't give a shit. I do this to have fun. I don't want to do this to, try to reach X amount of views or whatever the hell like that. I am strictly here to have fun and enjoy making YouTube videos. And a couple of videos that I put out recently haven't felt like that personally. So I am going to change that, and I'm going to stick to making list videos, theories videos, and recaps and stuff like that, because those are the things that I enjoy doing. So that is a major change that is coming to this channel. I'm not going to like try to put news out because frankly, talking about news sometimes is depressing, especially when there's a lot of big change and everyone has a different opinion on it. So as far as I'm concerned, that shit's ending, and I'm going to focus on list videos, theory videos, conversation videos, like I asked like earlier last week or earlier this week, I guess it would have been last week. I talked about like what we all have hopes for campaign 4, which is a video I enjoyed making. So that was fine, but I hate talking about news. Like news and stuff like that, I don't know why. Like I'm not a big fan of talking about it. It's easy to get views off of, but I don't really want to make easy views. I want to have fun videos on the channel. So that sort of stuff is going away. Lists, theories, conversations, and recaps, like the channel should be, is what this channel is going to become again. So then the question is, why are these changes happening? So the biggest thing is I'm re-entering the workforce and I'm going to go get a real job. For those of you who don't know, for the last 2-3 years now, I think it's almost reaching 3 years, I have been not working. I've just been sort of enjoying life, chilling, whatever. At my last job that I had, I saved up a bunch of money and I just elected to live life and enjoy it. But I've sort of got to this point in my life where I kind of want to own my own car, want to own my own house and stuff like that, right? I want to have my own shit. And right now that is not the case. And in order for me to do that, right now, I need to go get a job and do that. So that's why things are going to be shifted around and things are changing to be more enjoyable. Enjoyable is in quotes because not like I haven't been enjoying the channel, but certain videos I haven't been enjoying making. But that is the reason things are going to be shifting around and stuff like that, because I don't know what sort of schedule I'm going to end up with, which is why like streams definitely going to end up changing, which is why videos, if I can't preemptively make it like the night before, likely going to end up changing in a big way. So, the big one being the Friday, Saturday videos. Likelihood is a lot of those recaps are going to come out on Saturday if for campaign 4, because I'm moving back into working, so Fridays will likely be taken up. But who knows? Again, I have no idea where I'm going to end up. Likely, as you guys are watching this, I'm probably handing out resumes as you guys listen to this video right now on Tuesday at 2:30. Look at that. But just stuff like that. Like, that's why things are going to be changing, because I'm going back into the workforce and stuff like that, so I can live a life that's not just cooped up in this room making videos, streaming and stuff like that, and then occasionally, or well, I guess almost every day, going to mixed martial arts, because I do that, for those of you who didn't know. So yeah. And in the future, I'd also like to talk about other types of things, not just Critical Role, right? This is my channel, and sort of to steal from Moist Critical a little bit, or Penguin Zero, depending on your, how you know the guy. He says his YouTube channel is like a diary of his sort of deal, right? And I would like to sort of maybe start doing more of that kind of stuff. Like I've mentioned it earlier, I'm a mixed martial artist. I have 2 fights recorded on my phone that I've done, and I would love to show those off at some point in the future. I would also like to, eventually make like a fitness journey video where I hopefully make a ton of progress in my physique and my mental health and my physical health and all that sort of stuff. And I'd love to share that with you guys eventually, and maybe if it's possible, I can inspire others to do the same thing, sort of deal. And then even I would like to talk about other subjects just in general, right? Like, I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan, I'm a big One Piece fan, I'm a big mixed martial arts fan, UFC fan. So I'd like to talk about all that sort of stuff as well. There's been like 3 times now where I've had this channel and I've had a bunch of people subscribe to it, where like I could have made a Star Wars video, right? Like the 4th of, the May 4th, where I could have made like a Star Wars video, and I've genuinely written out a script to make one, and I've just never done it because it's not a Star Wars channel, it's a Critical Role channel. But I would like to, at some point down the line, add more to the channel, to do more things with it. This isn't something that's going to happen tomorrow or within the next maybe year, but maybe at some point in time I would love to add my face to videos, or even to add, like I said earlier, my fighting stuff and stuff like that, other stuff. I would love to one day soon eventually be able to claim, like Moist Critical does, that my channel is like my diary sort of deal. I would love to do that one day, but who knows? Just a small update for everyone so that they know and understand like where the channel's sort of sitting right now in my mind. Right, like I said, this is a channel that I've been doing, and like these videos are for fun. It was for me to engage with people in the Critical Role community, because none of the people in my personal life do. No one is a part of it. It's sort of annoying that no one is a part of this. Like, I love D&D and stuff like that, and I've tried to push other people who in my friend groups and stuff like that to watch Critical Role, and just no one ends up like doing it. And even though we all play D&D and I know they would enjoy watching it, they just, it's the same argument you hear for One Piece. There's so much to watch, I can't watch it all. Fair enough, I guess. But at the same time, I wanted to be able to talk to people about it in the community, and that's what we've done here. We've created a big community for, a big, big community. I laugh at that idea. I guess looking at a group of 1,800 people in a room is a big, thing to look at, especially if you're one person on a stage looking out at everybody else, which also, thank you all for that. Like, when I started this channel, there was, I started this channel in 2015 with a buddy of mine, and we were like, we're going to do Let's Play videos. And that fell through. He and I barely got together to make videos after like making the channel. So then I shifted into making my own stuff. And you guys won't see those videos on the channel because they're terrible, and I've privatized them all. So they're now locked away permanently in the vault, if you will. But then, Campaign 2 ended for Critical Role, and I needed to talk about it. I needed to talk about the ending, but no one in my family would care. So I was like, I need to make a video about this and upload this onto my channel. And then from there, I was like, you know what? I like talking about Critical Role on YouTube. So then when Campaign 3 was starting, I made a character predictions video. And then from there, I made a recap. And then from there, it just kept going. And I am still going. And I enjoy it. And I like the community that we've built here. And I'm super excited to continue building that community here. Whether, people come in and they have differing ideas than you, that's great. Whether people agree with you, that's great. It's all been super fun to be able to have people to actually communicate to with all this stuff. So moving into the next chapter of Critical Role and the Critical Role fandom, I'm still excited to do it. It's just now I'm going to have a bit of a different time frame to be able to do it. So We'll see what happens. But something's going to happen. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Friday for whatever video I make next, whether it's going to be a recap of one of the live shows if they put one of those out. I don't know when the Oath and Ashes live show is supposed to come out on the channel yet, but it should soon. But maybe on Friday it'll be a different video, and it'll be maybe one of the boss fight videos I want to talk about. Maybe one of the mini-series conversations I want to have. But we'll see. Anyway, until then, peace.